Are there other towers in Tower of God? What's in the outside world? And what is at the top of the tower? These are all questions that people that read Tower of God have been asking themselves for the entire time that the series has been running. First off, we know from the author's blog posts that yes, there are indeed other towers outside of the tower. There are roughly 30 of them. However, they have nothing to do with the current tower from Tower of God. In fact, Tower of God and those other towers are part of a wider universe of stories called the Tals Uzer story, which I am probably butchering the name of. The idea is that each and every tower is its own story with its own protagonists and its own author. These authors essentially being gods in their respective stories. For example, the character we know as Phantaminum from Tower of God, the #1 ranker, is an Axis character who is actually an author of one of the other towers. That's why he was able to easily inject himself into the storyline of Tower of God, because as an Axis user, he is essentially another author. As for if there's a world outside the tower, yes there is. And Urek Mazzino is from there. Urek himself says that the world outside the tower is practically endless. It's millions upon millions of times more expansive than the space inside the tower. Hence, that's most likely why he wants to leave the tower and go back to where he came from. We know that there's also an overarching god of the outside world as well, and Enryu, the character that destroyed the 43rd floor inside the tower, is a messenger of that outside god. As for what's at the top of the tower, we don't really know yet. Even King Jihad himself, the guy that rules the tower, doesn't even know what's at the top because he stopped climbing the tower at the 134th floor. So there quite literally could be anything up there.